Hey guys, this is Alfred back with another video. So today I want to talk about this really hidden OP team for Nahida which not a lot of people are talking about. With the rise of Hyperbloom Nahida being her best team, I feel like this team has been slept on and he's just really strong which not a lot of people have been talking about. With that said, let's begin with this video. So to go straight to the point, the team I'm talking about is the Nilo Bountiful Core team featuring Nahida in the team. So before, this Nilo team is really lackluster because it really lacks the punch because of the lack of EM that Nilo has. Because you're building mostly HP on Nilo, you wouldn't really be focusing a lot on EM, which by the way, EM does affect the damage dealt by the Bountiful Cores. With the introduction of Nahida, bringing a lot of Dendro procs and application, on top of that providing a lot of EM for your team, suddenly this Nilo Bountiful Core team is really strong. For Nilo, her best artifacts is a mix and match of 2-piece Tenacity with either 2-piece Heart of Depth, 2-piece Noblesse, or 2-piece of any of the Elemental Mastery set. For the main stats for Nilo, her best main stats are obviously HP %. However, if you're using Nahida to proc the Bountiful Cores and you need Nilo's Burst, then I would recommend swapping the Sands to ER. However, I still recommend the HP because I still prefer using Nilo to proc the Bountiful Cores instead of Nahida. For Nahida, her best inset in this build particularly is 4-piece Gilded Dreams. Now I know in my Nahida video I said Deep Wood is the best inset, but I would just like to say that I was wrong. 4-piece Deep Wood is the best generalist set, so if you want to use Nahida in many teams, it's best to use 4-piece Deep Wood. However, if you really have a Deep Wood user in this team, so in particular in this team I'll have Dendro MC being the one with Deep Wood, so in this team I would prefer using Gilded Dreams so that Nahida has more personal damage. For the main stats, obviously you want triple EM. If not, you can also go the cookie cutter build, which is also really good. Let's talk about the main structure of the team. So for this team, I like to run 2 Dendro, 2 Hydro. Try not to run any other element. If not, you'll be not running this Bountiful Core team at all because of Nilo's passive. So because of this, we have Nahida, Dendro MC, Kokomi, and finally Nilo being the main team that I'll be using. The 2 main pieces is Nilo and Nahida. So if you don't have those 2, then this team is not for you. However, you can sub the next 2 characters. For Dendro MC, the only good substitute at the moment is Kole. I don't really like Dinar in this team because he doesn't really synergize really well with Nilo. And for Hydro, you can swap Kokomi for Barbara. I'm pretty sure everyone has Constellation 10 Barbara by now, so you're good in that department. Also, if you want a little bit more damage, you can easily go Xingqiu or you can go Yalan. However, just remember, Bountiful Cores do hurt quite a bit, and if you have no healer, you're gonna struggle quite a bit in this team. For rotations, let's start with the Nilo variation. So first of all, we're gonna use Nahida's Burst to give EM to our whole team, followed by using her E to make everyone hold hands. Swap to your Dendro character, use her skill, use her Burst. Before swapping to Nilo, use Kokomi's E. Finally, now that we're at Nilo, we can use Nilo's auto attacks. So press E and then use the 3 auto attacks and make sure she's using her auto attacks and not her skill. So at the end of her auto attack duration, you will use your Burst before swapping back to Nahida and repeating the cycle again. Now before repeating the cycle, there's still a little bit of downtime, so I like to just auto attack a couple with Nahida. This is to make sure that there's still a constant flow of Bountiful Cores triggering. Now let's talk about the Nahida variations. We're gonna start with Nahida's Burst, followed by swapping to our Dendro character like I said, using her skill and burst respectively. Now instead of swapping to Kokomi, I like to swap to Nilo instead, use her 3 skills. Remember, not 3 auto attacks, 3 skills instead to make that water circle around her. After that, I like to use her burst, and before swapping to Nahida, I use Kokomi's E to make sure there's a healing on the ground. This is exceptionally important for Nahida because Nahida probably doesn't have that much HP compared to Nilo, so you need to make sure you get that healing off. Then after that, I can swap back to Nahida, and if I still have her skill, use her skill, then start auto attacking. So that is the Nahida variation and the Nilo variation respectively. Do feel free to use any of the variation to your liking. So if you prefer using Nahida as the one to proc, go ahead and feel free to use Nahida. If not, Nilo also works best. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or you feel like I've missed out something, feel free to comment down below. I'll try to answer to my best of my ability. Anyway, if you like videos like this, do feel free to leave a like. It shows me I should do more of these videos. And if you don't mind, please subscribe. We'll be doing more videos like this in the future. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.